What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video, we're going to talk about everything you need to know with regards to currency conversion. I'm going to walk you through the different fees on Questrade. I'm going to walk you through the strategy called Norberts Gambit, and I'm going to make a live currency conversion so that you can see the step-by-step process and everything you need to know. If you get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button. Let's jump right in. Okay, so if you use Questrade and you want to buy a security that is traded in a different currency, you are going to have to deal with currency conversion. So if you live in Canada and you want to buy a US stock, you're going to have to deal with this. And to deal with it, you basically have two different options. Number one is you can convert your currency before you make the trade or buy the security. What I mean by that is if you want to buy a US stock and you live in Canada holding Canadian dollars, you can convert that money into US dollars and then go out and buy that stock. Or the other option you can do is you can just go out and buy it with your Canadian dollars. Questrade will automatically convert it into US dollars and you can just pay the currency fee that Questrade charges you. Now, it depends on your situation and how much money you're moving because the fee structure is actually pretty reasonable on Questrade. They charge you a 2% conversion fee if you do not have a margin account. So if you're using a TFSA or an RRSP and you just decide to use your Canadian dollars to buy a US security, they will just charge you a 2% conversion fee on the amount of money that you are basically converting there or trading with. Now, if you do have a margin account and you have some margin room, they will lend you that money in US dollars and you will pay about 5 to 7% interest annually on the money that they are lending you because you're using it on margin and you're just keeping all of your Canadian dollars in Canadian dollars. So it kind of depends on your account with regards to the fees. Now, just for an example, let's say you wanted to spend $5,000 Canadian buying a US security. Well, if you just go out and buy the stock using your Canadian dollars, you'll pay about $100 in fees thanks to that 2% conversion fee. However, if you have $20,000, let's say in your TFSA or your RRSP, and you want to go out and buy US securities, you're going to end up paying $400 in fees just in the conversion, and then you have to deal with the commissions and everything on top of that. So that definitely becomes a larger fee. And when you don't want to deal with that, that is when we use a different strategy. And we use a strategy called Norberts Gambit. And it's a really simple strategy, but you do have to kind of understand what's happening. Now, if we break it down into 3 steps, I find that kind of works best. So number one, we are going to buy a Canadian security that also trades in the USA. I'm going to tell you and walk you through that security, but that's it. That's the first step, is just buy a Canadian security that is also traded in the USA. Secondly, you have to convert that security into the US security. I'm going to walk you through how to do that. It's called journaling. It's kind of a fancy term for just sending in a message and having them do it, but I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. And then lastly, once you have journaled it into a US security, you can then go sell it in the market, collect that cash, and at that point, you have your US dollars to go out and buy whatever you want. And the commissions and the fees for that are extremely, extremely low. Now, Canadian and US securities, which one are we going to be buying? We are going to be buying the ticker symbol DLR.TO. That is the Canadian ticker symbol for the Horizons US dollar currency ETF. The US version of that, the ticker symbol is DLR.U.TO. And basically what this is the Canadian and US dollar pair, and one DLR in the Canadian side will always equal one DLR on the US side in the other currency. They're just different prices. It's kind of like the currency pair in Forex trading, but in the stock market. And so let me show you exactly what this looks like. So what we are going to go out and buy is the Horizons US dollar currency, the Canadian version, and that's going to cost us $12.20. Now we're going to get Questrade to convert that into the US security, and that's going to give us the basically US version of that, and that is valued at $10.08 US. And as I basically make this video, I did the currency conversion here on Google, and as you can see, $12.20, which is our Canadian security, is exactly equal to the value of the US security at $10.08. So basically what we're doing, we're buying a Canadian security, we're having Questrade converted into a US security, and then we're selling it for cash. At that point, you have the cash to do whatever you want with it. So converting shares from Canadian to US dollars. How do you do this? That journaling word that I mentioned earlier that other people talk about, how do you actually do this? Well, it's really, really simple. Journaling basically means converting your shares from one currency to another. And in order to do this, all you have to do is send in a message to Questrade. You can do it through an email or you can message them through their platform. This process does take a little while. It can take between 3 to 5 days, but all you have to do is send them the message, and I'm going to give you a template for that message right now. All you have to do is say, hello, I currently own 100 shares for this example of DLR.to in my RRSP account. If you have a margin account or a TFSA account, insert that there. And then you say, I would like to journal them over to DLR.u.to. Can you please help me with this, or can you please execute this journal entry? All you have to do is send that message in. They will give you the steps, or they will confirm the order for you. It will take a little bit of time. They'll give you that notification as well. And then a few days later, you will have the US security, and you can do whatever you want with that. You can convert it into cash right away, and you can then go out and you can buy whatever US security you want. And the conversion fees on that will be extremely cheap because this is an ETF, which means they're free to buy and they're $5 to sell, which means it's only going to cost you $5 plus your ECN fees, which are about 1/3 of a penny per share. So depending on how many shares you're buying of DLR, consider paying 1/3 of a penny on top of that, and then you also have to pay $5 to sell it. But overall, you can transport about $20,000 for under $15 in conversion fees, compared to the $400 that it would cost you for that 2% conversion fee with Questrade. Okay, so now that you know how the Norberts Gambit strategy works, let's go execute it and actually walk you through step by step what this looks like. Now, I'm using Questrade. I love Questrade. I use it every single day for both my long-term and my short-term investments. And if you're interested in opening up an account with Questrade and you use the link in the description to this video, it will give you $50 in free commission. So you could make this trade and only pay the ECN fees, which is absolutely fantastic. It'll also give you between 5 and 10 free commission-free trades, which is absolutely amazing. The link is in the description to this video, and it'll basically give you a $50 rebate on the commissions that you spend on Questrade, which is absolutely phenomenal. So I highly recommend that if you're getting started. But here is my account right now. So as you can see, we have $24,326 in Canadian currency. I have nothing. I haven't done anything. I haven't bought anything with it. And what I want to do here is convert almost the majority of this into US dollars. I'm going to convert about $20,000 of this into US dollars. And now remember, if I went out and just bought the securities, I'd pay $400 in fees for that. But let's take a look at what this is actually going to cost me. Okay, so we're on the trading platform here. We're just going to go to the top here and look up DLR.to. It's really simple. Oh, you can see it's gone up by 1 penny here right now. Not really a big deal. And what we're going to do is go to buy and sell. It's going to update on the right side here. And now we need to set our quantity. So I want to exchange $20,000 worth of Canadian dollars into US. So what I'm going to do is 20,000 divided by 12.21. And then I'm going to round down by 1 share. Now, with regards to an order type, I know that there's a whole lot of volume on this, so I'm not really worried about it, but we are going to put a limit on it at 12.21. It should fill right away, so I'm not too worried about it. And this one, as you can see, is in my registered retirement savings plan, so that's really nice. I just got a big tax deduction. Okay, so I just got a pop up here, and as you can see, it's quoting me, and you can see my total change here is $19,969. I'm going to send the order, and we are going to see what happens here. And as you can see, it looks like it just executed right away. Okay, so now when I go to my positions here, as you can see, I have 1,635 shares of DLR.to, and this is what it looks like right now. It makes up 82% of my portfolio. And now what I need to do is I need to journal this over to the US version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the drop down menu, and I'm going to click on help here, and I'm going to click on the chat button right here. Now I'm going to send these guys the exact message that I gave you guys in the template, and we're going to walk through and see exactly what happens. Okay, so I just sent them a message. It logged in right away. It took less than 30 seconds to start to speak with somebody, so that's just great customer service actually. I am getting towards the end of the day, so it's probably slowing down for them. But so far, this is going really smooth, and the agent is typing right now. Okay, so she's replied. She says, "Thank you for waiting, Zachary. I have raised this request. It will be completed in 1 to 2 business days post-settlement of shares, i.e. 2+ business days." Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm done with customer service. Now when I go to my orders page, you can see that I have DLR.to, my order executed at $12.21. And as soon as this gets converted into the US version, I will be able to sell it, take out the cash, and then invest into the US securities. And I'll bring you guys back when that happens. Okay, you guys, we are back. It's a couple days later, and as you can see, I'm currently sitting on about $4,300 cash, but I do have over $16,000 USD of market value. So you can see that they have journaled over those shares. When I go to my positions, you can see that I'm now holding DLR.U.to instead of the Canadian version, and it's currently worth about $16,000 USD. Now, what I want to do is I want to sell these shares, and that is going to convert my basically securities in US dollars into cash. That's going to be the final transaction, and then with that cash, I can go out and I can buy anything that I want. So the quote for this right now, the bid is 1007, the ask is 1008. I want to just kind of get out of it, so we're going to go in at 1007 right here, and let's just place an order. So as you can see, 1007 right here, I want to give my full quantity of 1,635 shares. So we are going to do that. We're going to do a limit. We are going to go 10.07 so that hopefully we can get out right away at a fairly reasonable price. And then we should be able to just click on sell here. We're going to have to confirm our order. And just like that, it has accepted our order. And now we will see if it basically takes it. So to do that, we're going to go here. We're going to go to orders. It says I have no orders, so that means that it's probably being executed. And when I go to my positions here, you can see that I have 0 open quantity. I closed the quantity at 1635. The price is 1008, and I got out. And now when I go to my balances, you can now see that I have $4,300 Canadian cash, just like before, but now my $16,000 is in this cash line. It is not in the market value line because now I have $16,461 worth of US dollar cash that I can go out and I can buy anything I want with it. So that is the quick summary of how you use the Norberts Gambit strategy in order to convert your currency. Now, how much did it actually cost me? Well, it did not cost me anything to buy that ETF, DLR.to. So that was completely free, but it did cost me about $10 to exit that position. Now, it cost me $5 because I was selling an ETF. So that's the fee that you pay when you sell the ETF. And then I also paid about $5 in ECN fees. Those represent about 0.0035 cents per share. So for me, it was about $5 in ECN fees and it was about $5 in commissions. So in total, I paid about $10 to convert $20,000 Canadian into US dollars. Now, when we talk about the time frame here, I actually bought DLR.to on a Thursday. I reached out to customer service on a Thursday, and it took them Thursday and Friday to execute the trade, and then Monday and Tuesday for the trade to settle. I was able to make this trade on a Tuesday. It's currently Wednesday as I film this, but plan for 3 to 4 days at least if you're going to make this transaction. And unfortunately, that means that during those 3 to 4 business days, you won't be able to buy and sell the US shares, which is the reason that you're probably going through this and watching this video. Now, if you want to get a little bit extra help with Questrade and learn a little bit more about it, especially IQ Edge, then definitely check out my other videos. And if you want to learn more about the stock market, how to actually make money, build yourself a strategy, and perform technical analysis, then I have a couple of courses down in the links below that are completely free. They'll take you to Skillshare, and if you sign up, you get 2 weeks free access to the entire platform. That way you can go in, you can take my course, any other course, cancel your subscription before the 2 weeks is over, and you won't pay a single penny at all, and you'll get all the value. My course is about 9 hours long, and it walks you through step by step everything you need to know about the stock market. So I promise you it'll be the best free resource that you can find online. And if you get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.